Well, it is a little bit bizarre that this industry has done, spent so much time on killing things, but nothing on what takes place in a lot of our lives a lot of the time. Pun or not, as the case may be. But here's the thing. If I was going to ask you to be a hero in the world, to be the equivalent of a pop star, and you couldn't have sex, that would be pretty poor. And I think, we aren't making games for 12-year-olds. We're not. We're making games for, people of all ages, and it's part of games. I mean, when was the last time you saw a film without any sexual content whatsoever? I mean, you'd have to turn on the kids' channel. I mean, even, there's even, heavy sexual innuendo in children's programs. So for them not to be in computer games just seems a little weird somehow. And, certainly that side of it should feature. I mean, it should be done tastefully. We shouldn't have, I'm not going to go down that route. But, we should obviously be tasteful about it, but we shouldn't ignore it as if it doesn't exist. It's just crazy.
Do you have any ideas why it's taken the industry so long to actually start looking at this?
Yes, absolutely. It's because most of us used to be in the games industry, and I definitely include myself. We used to be the last people on earth that got any sex. So there's hardly an awful lot of inspiration when you're developing games for sex, unless you regard looking at pictures as being that. The world is kind of paranoid. The whole world gets paranoid about different things at different times. I mean, the world is paranoid about drugs, and less so now. The world is paranoid about sex, and less so now. I believe that games are going to come to a point where censorship becomes a real issue, because there are games that are talking about freedoms now. That philosophical question, is the gun evil or the person who holds the gun evil? I could give that game Fable to a censor, and they could play it in a way that they never saw anything obscene or anything, particularly evil. Where another censor could play it and say it's the most atrocious thing ever. I mean, and that's the problem that games are going to come to, because they are absolutely unique in the world of entertainment. Every other entertainment medium is about you watching someone else's vision and having no interactivity at all. And games are all about, nowadays, they're much more about you playing how you want to play. It's a very personal experience, and that means it's very difficult to censor against personal experiences. It's just something which is, unique to each individual.